Well, what happened this morning, we were at the end of the driveway getting ready to get on the school bus for my daughter, and the bus had its caution lights on at the driveway right next to mine, pulling up, and then there's an intersection sign on the same side the bus was at, and that's where the dump truck started accelerating really hard, and I'm like, get out of the way, and next thing you know, I'm on a Hercules turn. I tossed her into the front yard. He was literally gonna take us out because he didn't want to stop for that bus stop. He did not want to stop, and he didn't even care what happened. He didn't even stop to see if we were okay. Nothing. The bus driver's like, oh my God, are you okay? And I said, yes. I hugged my daughter tight, and I sent her to school, and I said, you're okay, baby. And that's when I decided it was time for me to take matters into my own hands, because it wasn't the first instance, but it will be the last instance if it's the last thing I do.
So the bus was stopped and had it stop?
It was on its way pulling out the stop sign. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to hit the stop sign, so he swerved around it, but by swerving to miss the stop sign, he was going to hit us.
So he was trying to make sure he beat the stop sign, is what you're saying?
Yeah, he wanted to beat the stop sign. He didn't want to be bothered with another kid getting on a school bus. I'm knocking on every door on Clipnock, and I'm going to ask for every parent, every aunt, every uncle, every grandparent out there on Clipnock to sign this petition to have a speed change and more bus stop signs.
So we're going to make a little change in the agenda here and have the people from Clipnock Grove. I don't know who you're the spokesman, so
I'm the one that experienced it.
Yeah, well, you had an incident this morning, I guess you want to talk about it.
If you want to call it was life or death. There's trucks down that road don't seem to think that the laws apply to them. And the whole Clipnock from Route 5 to East Bethany Town Line Road, one school bus stop. Whole road, there's school-age children. The speed limit is 55 unmarked. These trucks are going about 70 plus. I spoke to a trooper this morning. I can't put cones out. I can't put signs in my own yard saying slow down. And I can't do anything other than call it in and report it. Today it was close. I had to grab my daughter and toss her into our front yard. It was going to be a cop at my house telling my grandmother that we were dead, had I not been paying attention. Last time we called and complained, we got directed to the county. Oh, gotta call the county highway, they handle it. Well, one parent's voice doesn't seem to make a difference to the county. Now, I'm pretty sure a town board that you guys are elected to represent us would have more of a voice and more of a sway with the highway department when it deals with Genesee County, because I know Clipnock's a county road.
How it's going to work, you're going to have to get together a petition of the people in this room and more, actually. Petition the town board for a speed reduction. And we'll accept it at next month's meeting, and then we'll pass it on. The state of New York is going to make the final decision on what the speed limit is there.
So we have, we'll petition. I will gladly do anything to do it.
Yeah, no, get a petition together.
In the meantime,
what you're requesting, and present it to us next month. And at that time, we'll do what we have to do to accept it, legally accept it, and then we'll send it out.
So in the meantime, now that we've had the busy season of construction and Hanson trucks always have coming down, different companies coming down, different town trucks coming down, because guess what, they're all speeding down that road. Doesn't matter what vehicle, what company. So in the meantime, if a child dies, who do we go after? Because everybody's saying you gotta do this, we gotta do that. Is there a temporary solution? Because school is almost over and these trucks don't care. They don't want to stop. They accelerated when they saw the caution lights. If it was your grandchild, if it was your child or your grandchildren, how mad would you be? Would you be okay with hearing, put up a petition, we'll take it up next month, what can we do as a temporary fix to stop this? Because if need be, I'll call a sheriff and have him sit in my driveway every day when she gets on the bus and when she gets off. because that's pretty much the only option I have. And she's not the only child, unfortunately. There's a blind curve down there. They don't stop down there. They blow past it. And there's children all the way down the road on either side. So are you going to go to the parents and say, I'm sorry, because, you know, you guys have a 40 limit speed limit right in front of your town hall. Is that more important than a child's life? Something immediately, temporarily has to happen. That's all I'm asking for. I'll petition, I'll go up and down, Clipnock, I'll knock on every door in Stafford for a child's life.
No, I understand where you're coming from.
Do you guys have a petition paper here?
No, that's something it's just an informal, just have a paragraph at the top of a sheet.
So if I write on there, save a child's life, let's put up more bus stop signs, and reduce the speed limit, will you guys sign it right now? Every single one of you. Will you sit here and sign it right now?
Well, if you want to present it here tonight, yeah.
Yeah? Because I'll get everybody in this room right now, and I'll just get that out of the way, and I'll start down Clipnock on my way home. And then I'll hit every street after that.
Now, would it help? The bus company does have the video of what took place this morning. And I know I'm her mother. Last year when I was babysitting, I had to make 2 calls for the same reason, the same exact reason. And they direct you to so many other places. And then the last one is, oh, I'm sorry, you have to contact, you're always being pushed to another area. Nobody gives a straight answer. And we will petition because we want to go about it the right way. You know, it's very frustrating. I don't think I want a phone call saying my grandchild was killed because of a careless trucker. You know?
And at the negligence of the importance of it, I mean, it's not a new issue. My neighbor, who's had school career kids from kindergarten up until high school, she complained, Renee Price, she complained every day, every time it happened, she complained. It was ignored for 20 years, what? How long it was ignored? Wasn't a big deal, wasn't a big issue. I guess it's not a big issue until a child's life is taken. I will gladly, if you guys have a blank page, I will write it up right now. I'll pass it around to everybody in this room, because I'm pretty sure everybody in this room has a child, has a grandchild, has a niece, and has a nephew. And they would hate to get that phone call that their kids are bits in a grate.
I understand that. And it's not a matter of passing the buck. The buck stops with the state of New York as far as the speed reduction.
I get that, but I'm pretty sure that if I call the town hall should say, you know what, let's do whatever we can to help.
Well, I'm giving you all we got, you know.
All right,
give us a petition.
Pass me a blank sheet, I'll write it up now, and I'll hand it around.
Thank you for hearing us out.
And I don't mean to sound agitated, but
we understand. Yeah.
it's a stressful thing.
We all.
All right, Steve, you said the sheriff's department monitor is available.
I asked if they could increase it. The trooper said, because he came out an hour and a half later, the trooper said he's telling his fellow officers and sheriff department to mark Clipnock a hot road.
That's the best thing.
What I was talking about was, you see them a lot in the area where it's a cart with a power unit, radar, and a big display.
Last year they did it, and do you know what they did? They put those speed strips in. Do you know what happens when a trucker sees a speed strip? They jake brake. Did you know it's illegal in residential areas? They do it. They slow right down to speed. Guess what? It makes us look like the liars. They can't. The troopers aren't allowed a dummy car. They're not allowed unmarked vehicle, but the sheriffs might be able to, because while the trooper was there, he could hear them step on their brake and slow down, so that when they passed the trooper, they were doing the speed. So it's not just a new issue, it's an ongoing issue. Hanson, I called them and they don't care. Hanson blew me off. It was a polite blow off.
So you've already had a station up that monitored the speed of them?
The speed strips, the 2 ropes that go across the road.
Those are only counters.
Oh, well, that's all that they did. That was from the county highway, so there you go.
Well, they have to record the traffic level.
Huh?
When they apply to the state, they have to know what the amount of traffic on the road is.
Yeah, so That was the county right there. That was their answer.
Can we ask the sheriff's department to put their monitor out there?
Put the speed trailer up.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
That would be awesome, and put it, you can park it in my driveway. I don't care. They
It just goes roadside, they tow it in,
They could
drop
park
it
it
off.
right in the driveway. I wouldn't care. I told a police officer he could park right in my driveway. Because one day it's not just gonna be my child, it could have been a busload. And he had overcorrected or swerved even more, could have taken out the whole bus.
Does it record?
It does not record, it just displays the speed.
I'm willing to mount a video and do a live feed. I'm willing at this point to do anything, because it's construction season, end of school. They think they're better than a child's life, their paycheck's more important. And it's time that it stops, and I'll do whatever it takes. What should I write?
The other sign, hereby petition the town of Stafford /state of New York to reduce the speed from 55 to put down a number that you think on Clipnock Road between Route 5 and let's say the Torrey Road.
And more bus stop signs, because one at the way end of Clipnock, far, far away from 5, where the trucks enter at 5. One bus stop sign. That's pathetic. That is pathetic. Horribly pathetic. I don't know how it went past for all these years that nobody complained. And nobody complained, because what? Children's lives don't seem to matter. They're only our future, right? So I hope that not just
I don't
me.
think that's the attitude that you should, that people think that kids don't matter. That's not so.
Well, that's the impression I get when the buck keeps getting passed and
Well,
passed and
sometimes,
passed.
sometimes you have to do that. The people who are in charge of that speed limit are a long way from Stafford. And we had Fargo Road, they reduced it to 50. Roanoke Road, they rejected it
Couple of times.
Wow.
twice.
Wow.
Transit
I'll
road.
take it
Yeah,
nationally if I
transit-
have to. I will embarrass the state of
Transit
New York.
Road's another one.
I'll embarrass this. I'll embarrass the state of New York. If
Yeah,
it
here's a
means that it
question I
saves
have.
one child's life, I'll do it.
Steve,
We all know the issue with the trucks that come from Hanson and wherever they're going to and from with their loads. How do we get Hanson to start listening to us? Because I grew up in this area as well. This issue's been an issue in the 90s. I've only been around it with my children now in my vehicle. How do we get Hanson to finally hear our voice, to take it more seriously, and control their truckers?
I think legally, the only thing that Hanson has to do is to make sure that the truck is properly loaded and not overloaded.
Yeah, but they can control their Hanson trucks, because the Hanson trucks themselves speed down Clipnock.
Okay, well, yeah, that's true.
And I told the lady that, and she goes, well, we can try. I don't know what else I can do for you.
It's all about money with them. Time is money. It's why they speed so fast.
Putting up signs, that's state of New York also?
yes.
Bus signs, any sign that,
Any sign.
even though it's a county road?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, is the Hanson company in the Stafford, town of Stafford, or is it the town of Batavia?
Hanson,
Hanson, the quarry right here.
the ownership is where?
Holland.
Holland.
Oh.
It's an offshore multinational company.
Corporates in Houston.
Yeah.
They don't make decisions at
Do you have
that level.
contacts to be able to contact the head of that facility?
You know, last time I talked to him, it was the superintendent up here about the condition of the old stone house up there, and
Do you have his contact information?
only with the superintendent.
Can you help us out with that so we can get this?
I just walked in and asked to talk to him.
Well, we pretty much get laughed in our face when we call. They were, oh, we'll try. They don't, you know. So can you provide us with the superintendent's name and phone number so we can try? I mean, I don't know if we can do about getting Stafford behind us.
Well, we'll do whatever we can, you know, to help you. But the problem
We got a hold of
is,
WAM 13 and Channel 10
Yeah,
and
WAM
Channel 8.
13 and everything's, they're on standby ready for the story to be taken further. I want as much pressure on the state or whoever's in charge as possible to make this happen. So I'll gladly take this petition. Could we leave another copy of this here so that residents can come in and sign? Because I'll gladly let them know that it's at Town Hall.
Well, that puts it off a month. I mean,
Yeah.
we
I'll
want,
just go house to house.
we'll
Yeah.
okay the names that are on it tonight, and that should be enough, you know.
Oh, okay. So I have,
Just to have everybody sign it, but,
would you be the first signature on this?
I don't live there.
I live on Clipnock, I will.
You will?
Yeah, I live on Clipnock.
Thank you.
Andy, why don't you hand me the clipboard?
Got another one, keep that one. Got a whole box of them.
Does it only have to be residents on Clipnock to sign this?
Yeah, for the town.
I'll go down to every house. I'll do it.
Well, if you want, you know, that depends. If you want it to, if you want us to okay that tonight, we can only okay whoever name is on there. But if you want to wait a month, in the meantime, maybe we can get us,
Speed trailers.
speed trailer up
If we
there.
could get a speed trailer, anything to draw attention to this.
The
Thank
more,
you.
the more names you
Yeah,
got on
I'm a
there, the
resident too.
better.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No,
Do you want just Clipnock people on there, or?
that
I
would be the
think
best.
yeah, that'd be the best. I think.
All right, I'll hit
Plus-
everybody on Clipnock. There's more out there? That's awesome.
Plus, we can, pass it over to the Bethany Town Board too, seeing as how it's a split road,
Yeah.
and, have Bethany piggyback on us,
Because
or
they've got a bunch of
We
kids to get on
piggyback
that
on them
apartment
and-
complex right there in Bethany Town Lane Road. Bunch of
hopefully,
kids.
maybe if 2 towns are asking.
It will draw enough attention to this, because it's an important matter. Kids
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
future. My
definitely.
daughter's only 8.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have had to worry about something like that.
Because I think the Fargo Road is.
Now, here's a question.
We
How
did
come
that.
only Clipnock people can sign, that live on Clipnock can sign that petition?
That would, you could get other people to sign it. I think it would be best to have just the people on that road.
Because it would be the people of concern that
Yeah.
live on that road that
Yeah.
see these
Well,
trucks.
family that visits, family that lives on that road. And has lived there for generations.
You want to sign it? Your
I'm
family.
gonna have to go to Sharon now to see if I get the speed trailer.
Greg and Gina should sign it. It's
Go with the sheriff's department.
my daughter.
We should sign it right at the end. This much ink.
So Bob, what's the, I mean, it's gotta go to the state, how long a process is it? From past history?
It's before my tenure.
Where's it going, to the governor's office?
No, regional, Henrietta.
What's the Henrietta first?
Does Henrietta still do the ruling?
Yep. Basically, you get the petition, and we can pass the resolution tonight to push it to the county, then the county will push it to the state. So,
Okay,
I mean,
so
these-
just us
these guys
signing it?
can-
Do I have to have more people?
Well, the more people.
The more the better, but I think the board could pass a resolution yet tonight,
Okay.
you know, and just make sure you get us that by the end
These
of the
got
week.
signatures that you gave.
Yeah.
You need addresses.
Addresses, yeah.
So at the county level,
We'll just state that they're Clipnock Road residents.
get a hold of Andrew Young.
Yes.
Yeah, we've talked to him before about these things. We talked to him about the rolling over.
Let him,
Yeah, well, we'll let him weigh in on it.
alright. Before you go, give me your phone number and I'll get a hold of Andy Young to give you a call.
Okay,
So that's your county representative.
awesome.
Now, I did notice that they changed the names of the county roads. It's not just Clipnock, it's like county roads something now. Why didn't they notice there was no posted speed limit and there was not enough posted signs for bus stops when there's a school-aged children up and down the road?
We didn't think about
Why
When you
wasn't
see
that a
it-
priority?
That sign that you see was put there by the state of New York.
Yeah, because they did it in Leroy
But
too.
they do surveys all the time, so they would know how many school-aged children are on that road.
I don't know.
They don't care.
It might be a different department from State Highway.
Yeah.
Maybe we should bring it up to the state highway that have kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews.
Yeah,
Pretty
the
sure they
more
wouldn't
peop-
like that
The
phone
more
call.
people you talk to, the more likely that you'll succeed.
So we just tell them to come on in and sign the petition here at Stafford Town Hall?
Well, I have,
No, we're gonna go forward with this, I thought you said.
Yeah, yeah.
10 signatures right here just from the least of the people here. Letters are next step. Do I hand it to you?
Yeah, leave it with us.
Okay.
And if you could get some more in the meantime and turn them in.
Do
then we
another
can-
one just
then-
worded just like that?
Yeah, then we can piggyback them on what we have.
You got
We
it.
can make a resolution to get the thing in motion.
Thank
get it
you
kicked
so
off.
much for.
Thank you for hearing us.
Okay, well, no, it's,
Thank you.
it's important.
We wish it were
I've already
easier.
reached out to the
Yeah.
It's a
sheriff
tough,
to get the speed
tough.
trap.
No, I was gonna say
Yeah.
resolution.
I mean,
Sadly, what it's gonna take the state to listen is a child dying. And
Well,
being obliterated by a dump
Could be
truck.
an adult too, if say an adult is,
Well,
Yeah.
they had the same problem on the Roanoke Road,
Mhm.
and, that's been rejected twice.
Ugh.
And they're not, they don't respond to this. We wanted to get it years ago, get the 40-mile-an-hour speed reduction out here all the way to Morganville. They wouldn't do it. They stopped it at Darling.
yeah.
And they really should, it really should, there's.
Well, that was when our recreation program was at College Pond.
Right.
And there was all kinds of kids on the road, bicycles and stuff.
I remember back then too.
I used to go there as a child.
Me too, that's where I learned how to swim.
Yeah, me too.
So,
Thank you, everybody.
okay, well, we'll be in touch, I'm sure.
Thank
But
you.
like
Because I'll be
Ron
proud to see
said,
if
or,
you guys are.
you know, get some more people to sign it, but I mean, there's enough people here so we can pass a resolution tonight
Okay.
to,
And you said you had a number for me?
No, I don't have his number. If you give me your number,
Okay,
I'll,
okay.
You never hit a deer, they hit you.
actually, because she's home during the day, I'll my wife get a hold of Andrew and give her your number. We name and number, and we'll call Andrew and have him give you a call. Tell him what's coming.
Thank you.
How about the name of the superintendent for Hanson?
I don't know who he is. I mean, like I say, I walked in and talked to him.
Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just walk in.
There again,
I'm
I
good
don't
at
Over
that.
the public, you know.
I think legally, all they're required to do is to properly load the trucks and not overload.
Right.
But they can control their employees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the
They
part
can
I.
try and control their employees.
That's
They
where I
can tell
can, that's
them.
where I can put the pressure down on them, is on their employees. And
Well, if
maybe I'll
something
just-
was to happen, their insurance would go pew.
I'll just take video
Well,
of the
I
town
mean,
trucks.
if one of their employees gets wrapped for speeding, his CDL might be in jeopardy, so.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
don't forget the other thing, those trucks are modern enough, they may have speed monitors on
They
them.
might have GPS or.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, somebody somewhere knows how
might
fast
want to
that truck
call
is
the
going.
pavilion office, Hanson. They're,
I would be surprised if they, all trucks gotta have electronic logs now, and it's all your
yeah,
speeds
that's
are
where we
tracked,
try
ours
down
are.
there.
Yeah.
It's all tracked electronically now, we get
That might be
alerts
the
on our
best.
phones and everything,
Oh,
the
wow.
one
Ones up
speed
here are
driver.
really good.
I can't imagine they're any different.
Yeah.
To put it politely, she just gave me the shovel.
There's a big truck
The downtown
like
pavilion.
that, they sound like they're
That's
going
where
fast.
the regional headquarters there. That's where the trucks are dispatched.
I agree, 55 is too fast through there.
Yeah.
Thank you for that,
At the
because
very
anything
least,
right now,
it's-
it's
Yeah, I
just,
know.
it was a
It's
rattling
down the line.
experience, you know.
And it
I would have
fills
left
up.
my
Yeah.
5-month-old
Right
home with my
there.
grandmother, who I take care of, and she would have ended up with emergency personnel in the house, because they had anybody home. You know, and that's the scary part, that's the heart-wrenching part. I don't care about me, because I've lived. I'm 30, I don't care. My daughter's 8, she hasn't had a chance to even try to live. And that's where it's getting me. You know, and I'm gonna go after Butler, because the company that did it was Butler. The school driver told me, because he had it on camera, he saw it. It was a young guy, about 21. I'm calling Butler tomorrow, and I'm gonna go through them, and I'm gonna get on them. I'm gonna call the town of Middlebury, the town of Perry. Those are just 2 of the towns that came flying past the house today,
Yeah,
and they
but
don't
a lot
care.
of- A lot of the towns in Wyoming County come here for
Yeah, and they're
snow.
blowing the road right through, speeding. So I'll take pictures, I'll take video, and I will share it with every officer I can.
So you've already requested the speed?
I've texted the sheriff, he hasn't gotten back to me yet, to get the speed trailer somewhere.
I'll keep in contact. I'm right down on 9378. Madigan's coming in talking.
Right on the corner.
Awesome, okay. I'll come and, yeah, I'll come here and I'll come talk and find out what's going on, the status on your guys' end, and I'll say the status on mine. Thank you so much.
No, anytime,
Thank you.
we can be of assistance, we will.
It's nice that somebody actually listens to what we gotta say.
When they come past my house, they're coming to the stop sign, so they're not going fast in my house.
Right.
Yeah, see?
They're turning the corner.
Yeah, they're
So-
either turning the corner or stopping.
Yeah.
So, They're already past the part where they know there's no cops, line curve there. Yeah, my daughter's best friend lives right at that line curve doing things in the road. Because I know they saw that.
Yeah, it's funny, the cars don't speed down that road. Just the trucks.
Their paycheck's more important than a child's life.
They did that on the thruway.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go get all the numbers I need and I'll go on next week.
Thank you for listening to us. Thank you.
That's what we're here for. Well, they got it in your hands. Do you want to make a motion
Yeah.
to?
I will make a motion that we proceed with a request to New York State to reduce the speed limit on Clipnock Road to 45 miles an hour and add more bus stop signs.
Second.
Second, motion by Councilman Tice, second by Councilman Panic. Roll call vote.
Councilman Mullen.
Yes.
Perfect, yeah, we're looking for it on Clipnock, probably between and Fargo. It's there today with that dump truck. And we got a bunch of these, so we'll probably get a speed reduction there. We'd like to know what the actual speed is in the area.
You got that.
All right. I appreciate it, thanks. Clip, Sweetland and Fargo. All right. Thank you, sir. Have to take it back. And the speed trailer's gonna be out there, and with the sheriff.
Okay. Very good. You got everybody?
I got everybody, sir.